what's up, Colliders? It's the kid JW here. Ms Diva Talks.
What's up, y'all?
AKA YouTube's favorite couple here. We're back with another reaction video. This time it's an educational video here. From Psych to Go. 5 signs that you are clinically depressed, not sad. This is very dark, educational, and...
Why does it have to be dark?
Depression. So we're going to check this video out, see what the 5 signs is. Usually I'm just sad because I ain't had no Cocoa Puffs, but that's neither here nor there. I need chocolate in the morning, Cocoa Puffs or some, Reese Puffs or some.
Yeah, with oat milk.
It's healthier for you. Whatever. It's healthier.
Everyone feels sad from time to time. Sadness is a part of being human and a part of being alive. However, it is also possible to feel a different type of sadness. One that seeps into every aspect of your life and refuses to go away in spite of your best efforts. Have you been feeling a sadness similar to this? Here are 5 signs you're clinically depressed, not sad. Number 1. Persistent sadness. As previously mentioned, it is normal to experience sadness every now and then, but it is important to pay attention to what you're feeling as well as how persistent your feelings are. Do you constantly feel sad, anxious, numb, or empty?
What? Why you gotta look at me?
I don't know.
Why you gotta look at me?
I don't know, because sometimes people don't be happy.
Whatever.
Your sadness intermingled with feelings of worthlessness, hopelessness, and guilt? Have you been feeling this way for most of the day, nearly every day, and for at least 2 weeks now? If so, you may be clinically depressed rather than simply sad. Number 2. Loss of interest in activities. Have you lost interest in activities that you used to enjoy? Maybe you normally love to sing or draw, but neither of those seem to be fun for you these days. It is one thing to feel down, and another to lose interest in all or most of your favorite activities. Are you unable to find pleasure in these things, even when you try to enjoy yourself? Have you been feeling this way for most of the day, nearly every day? If so, you could be falling into a depression. Number 3. Difficulty concentrating. Has it been difficult for you to concentrate lately? Perhaps you've been having trouble focusing on school or office work, or even simple tasks at home. In addition to this, you may have also been more indecisive than usual, and find it harder to make daily choices. If you experience these nearly every day, you may be clinically depressed, and your depression may be interfering with your daily tasks. Number 4. Sleep, appetite, and aches. Depression doesn't just affect thoughts and emotions. It can have physical effects on you as well. Have you noticed changes in your body lately? Perhaps you've been struggling with headaches, body pains, cramps, stomach aches, or digestive problems that you can't find the cause of.
Why are you over here nodding your damn head?
Because it's educational.
Oh, okay. All right.
Have you been losing or gaining a significant amount of weight? Due to depression, you may have been eating a lot more or a lot less than you used to.
Look, it was a pandemic for 2 years. I'm not depressed. It's just a pandemic for 2 years. It wasn't nothing to do. So I ate all the food that I could when I was cooking, so I couldn't go out. And I couldn't go to the gym. It's not depression.
That's your story you sticking to.
Perhaps you've been unable to sleep properly in spite of feeling fatigued. All of these changes can occur as a part of clinical depression. Number 5. Suicidal thoughts. One critical sign that you...
I think we've all been here. On all seriousness, I think we've all been here. I'm admitting it. Twice in my life. But I got help and whatnot. So, I can joke about it now. But yeah, I think we all been here. It's not a pretty place. Not a pretty place.
It sure isn't.
It isn't. But yeah.
Your sadness as a part of a deeper clinical depression is that you are having reoccurring thoughts of death. You might have considered or planned out a suicide or maybe even attempted it. If you've been struggling with this, please seek help from a qualified professional as soon as possible. Did you relate to any of these points?
The last one, because that last one, you'd be surprised when people sit there like, oh, you sad and shit. It's like, yeah, but if you once you start, that's one thing to be like sad and shit, like a couple days. That's good. That's cool. It's okay to have, to get big when you're going through depression because you're eating your thoughts away and whatnot. That's cool. You can bounce back. But I feel like depression really hits the fan, and it's sometimes too late once the suicide thoughts come. Because at that point, it's dangerous because a person's mind is already made up on how they want to end things.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily already made up, but it's still a thought, though. And once it's a thought, thoughts become
actions.
Exactly.
I would say it depends how long they've been having those thoughts. Like if you have the thoughts for like 3 to 6 months, your mind's pretty much made up. And you can usually tell for the most part, some people, not all, when your mind is made up because they'll start doing simple things like trying to make you happy, like, oh, hey, let's catch up. They'll start doing their last rounds, like, hey, hanging out and whatnot, or they'll start not paying, or they'll just stop paying stuff, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If these symptoms are causing significant distress or impairment in your social life, work or school, or other important aspects of life, you may have depression. Symptoms can vary in severity and frequency, depending on the individual. You may experience most of these signs, or perhaps only a few, but more urgent concerns. It is important to reach out to a professional for a complete diagnosis. If you or anyone you know could be struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, please do not hesitate to reach out to a qualified mental health care provider.
But yeah, you got anything you want to say?
No, just, I always say, everybody has their own struggle.
Yeah.
And everybody has their way of coping with their own struggles. And so because I have realized that I don't judge, people in, certain circumstances and choices that they make because they were obviously making those, decisions off of whatever was going on in their life at the time. So, yeah, if you all enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button so you can come back and see more because, of course, we're coming back with more content. Of course, Psych2Go's channel will be in a link in the description below along with the link to this original video and where you can find me and the official JW on our respective platforms. Other than that, if depression is something that you are going through, like they said in the video, seek professional help. And I know, especially for people who look like us, it is difficult, but that's because I think in the past there weren't a lot of professional therapists that looked like us, but there are now.
And I would say too, because a lot of stuff, we talk down on, we judge people and we talk down on it. So it's like when we hear somebody going through some battle or something, whether it's addiction or depression, we just like, you'll be all right.
Yeah, go pray about it.
Yeah, that was always in my childhood. Oh, you'll be all right. You don't know about depression. Go ahead.
Exactly. So yeah, seek professional help. There's nothing wrong with that, and it is not expensive, contrary to popular belief. So
I found that, and sometimes your insurance covers for it.
That too. So we out, y'all. Bye.